up to a full battalion strength of a minimum of 850 soldiers, troops of all ranks. All this is being done to ensure that the northern part of the country is safe. And so far, that is being done. Mr. Speaker, it's not just the hardware that this president has invested in. It's not just the recruitment drive that this president has done for the security agencies. For the armed forces in particular, the salaries and allowances of armed forces have been more than tripled. It's the same thing with the police service. It's the same thing with the other security service. Because a hungry soldier is an angry soldier. That is the reason why it is important to make sure that our security agencies are well taken care of. It's not just increasing the United Nations daily allowance for soldiers that we have done. We have also made sure that their allowances, their facilities, and their salaries have been increased tremendously. Mr. Speaker, the president goes ahead to talk about the massive housing infrastructure that he is putting in place for both the soldiers, the police, and the other security agencies. Mr. Speaker, for the first time, a government is investing in providing housing stock for our men and women in uniform across all garrisons of the country.
This House has approved loan agreements for military housing for our services under President Mahama. Mr. Speaker, the Naval Headquarters, the Minister for Defense, he is the minister who oversees the Navy of our country. The Ghana Naval Headquarters in Bema Camp was commissioned on the 11th of August 2016 by President Mahama. That the minister doesn't know. Mr. Speaker, on the 19th of October 2012, President Mahama commissioned hangars, simulators, and aircraft for the military. Mr. Speaker, President Mahama commissioned security housing in Tema, 136 two-bedroom units and 32 three-bedroom flats. If those are not housing for the military, I don't know what the defense minister is talking about.
Na yeko chief of staff asweye yemame Frima Osei Opare oba yeman e de ato ye abanyuma ewo no emu control external accountant amu enim no waka kire mo se wo momodin a na aban sika wo mo ho ban pa wode nsem we nyina eto accountant no animu ebra controller and accountant general's department wo mo eye mo conference kese e okwawu nkwatia
Tumadia na se no ena controller and accountant general owura kwesi kweni ni bosompem wokasa ena wochire mu a na nse yantemu no sikasemu hawa etigu wiase nyina akomu no hawo magana pa ne sayo sunti no omampanyine ne na bedi chire ene ne mpenifo dodo na no watete wona ketua so be yo hamu chichemu aduasa aboa ama magana yenye sika be 90 million cedis a yede bo man ni puntu ene ne chechire ugina so ede to Ghana fo nyina nim so bibia so nya ne chefa enfam bo adwumaden fam no man no fa ne tampa enfamfra.
I therefore urge all of us to be selfless in the discharge of our individual and collective duties by putting our lives first. I remember those days when you enter some of this office, the first question that comes is, what did you bring? And that kind of what did you bring culture has moved on, and now the question that comes is, what can I do for you?
Also, for the first time, 20% of SOAs were included in our 2020 annual accounts. This we increased last year to 55%, and this year, so far, according to the latest figures I got this morning from Mr. Mark Efford, 59% of SOAs have submitted their accounts for inclusion in the national accounts, and these include Bank of Ghana, GMPC, ECG, and even SNET, who for a long time were fighting us. So we thank you very much, Controller, for the hard work. Thank you very, very much.
Government is also committed to tackling head-on the bottlenecks in the management of the wage bill and public expenditure. Such measures will help in creating a more business-friendly environment through a deliberate orientation to attract the needed human and real capital expertise to be able to realize the expected economic transformation.
Yɛtoa kasɛbɔ no so a ne yɛkɔ apɔmudin asoɛyɛ na soafo abi de akyira ɔno ɛna hwɛ apɔmudin so owura yere tena mensa ɛde atodwa sɛ aban na fam de bi aboa sɛ ɔman apɔmudin dwuma no ebetimi agina ne naso nti aban keka ne ho na apɔmudin adwumayɛfo no ɔmatimi aso ɔmasene ne ɔmo hia sɛ ɔmo de yɛ adwuma no aban ɛbɛhwɛ na ɔmo nsa etimi aka.
West African College of Surgeons, womo de aso abofom eba be Ghana complex a womo ehwe ani mu se sika boti eno no ye $10 million eno womo ede ba be project ni nyina womo ebesi no enkrankropom ha no nti womo de aresede ato ankrankra adwuma ekuo ni aban no anim se womo mfom ntoma no se ne be ya project we no womo ye ni nyina no womo betimi awie ne ntem so siafo abe de eche ohwe apomuden ensem so Deputy Minister of Health Onwunyamfo Tina Mensa ede nsem tudwa ebra wo bo aye emo de asobo from wabra wogina aban no anemu.
Very important say when it comes to essential services like this, the production of surgeons and other things that specialties in regards to health, very important to the aban. I think say over the years, over the time, now our surgeons were being trained by the West Africa College of Surgeons. Yankasa ye Ghana College of Surgeons, but Yankasa ye Ninti na they were being trained by the West Africa surgeons. And I'm Sabine finding say it's very important that we should also have our own edifice. I know you can college I be training in growth. Sasi we am Sadawa che maso train abaho mfido draw and as say one more ensa kanti one more eye say one be building in 10
yen West African College of Surgeons no. Ye pedan ye betimi atete surgeons wo mu educational for educational use ye be sanya offices nso a ye staff ebe ye modwuma enti those are the two main purposes and ye skills development center surgeons no answer na surgeon be your operation woni pa ho no na wa practice e wo bibi so ye fe no skills Well, skill center. Nebono. You pese you sit down a bit me other people's bit me used to be. She say estimate no you bear $10 million. So I consultant the kind, but ye in this case can say until ye percent ka or almost bit conformity baba kanya home. Now ya boom. Now almost nya part of the building a yusu. Now yen so ye yusu part for Juma Pese and say you're training no ne any man say no. So we want like a joint venture type of arrangement and you're doing
Eto akasiebo no eso na yeko honorable Lydia Seram Al-Hassan onone mrasi dwani de ma this year ewo ayawa so West Wogon. Oba heman de sede ato amanyuku ahodo a yewo ewo man anim se wo mfa nhihye bi mra no beboa ama emadodo no a egina apre na hyebedwa dibre no se de be ya Ghana next parliament bia no emanso MPs ebedoso ewumu.
And so on this occasion of the International Women's Day, I urge us all to reaffirm our commitment to championing the cause of women in Ghana. And it is my hope that this August House will take the front seat in pushing reforms that aim to increase the proportion of women in Parliament and the entire governance structure in our dear country.
Right Honourable Speaker, the official website of Parliament on the 25th of May 2021 captures your opening remarks after the Parliament resumed sitting. And I quote, "The Speaker of Parliament, Right Honourable Alban S.K. Bagbin, has today opened the second meeting of the first session of the 8th Parliament with a firm commitment to see the passage of the Affirmative Action Bill into law. The report suggests that, I quote, the Speaker said the most critical among the bills that needed immediate consideration was the Affirmative Action Bill, which is also before Cabinet. Mr. Speaker, it is time that Cabinet release the bill to Parliament in whatever shape it is in so that Parliament can have a go at ensuring that the capacity of this bill is tailored to the form that it's needed in the
Busumi nyina yetu asi wo say the best celebrate ma ne ahwe enema Emma FM a entimi ma omo nyini ana entimi ma omo ekanko no entimi nkọ animu na emu baako eye women participation in politics ye hwe ye mra che bedwamu mu ha ye wo ma eye 14.5%, which is not enough. Ye hwe other contemporary countries a omo ne Ghana meka say ye democracy no eye at par. Baby to say be South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, no nyekeka home common bebre. Even Togo and the rest, they are far advanced in terms of percentage of women in parliament. Engineer Kasa Yenso Ghana, yes, you're calling him bebre. Na ye barrier bia Emma intime in taking up this particular role of participating in politics.
Gonse ewo weja agba we mensini mu na ene ukopiem ewo ho a aban kra chipanyo ho ahwe se wona asisi dan ewo bebia eni se dan si anase omode container na kiosk ahodo asisi aban sase so no wahwe abubu ni nyina efro se de be ya aban puntujuma opeso ye no obenya asase ede djuma ama puntujuma etimi aba gonse ewo weja agba we mantemu ana mensini mu ho
Gonse eyekura weja agba we mensini mu na adehye wo ho no no wosogu aban so achepa esanse wo kiremu mpuntuo wodi hukom yi pa school dan a enye apomdan ya sabia woni bi post station so woni bi enti so bi ho dodo no anase sebi obi din samone ne ho hia so woto nsa de fre post fo a agisi wo kwa chichi ansa na wonya post fo amondwumadie waba bebo mo na eno ene nyankopon tie wo su fira asese menemo kasai mpuntudwuma dodo na ekoso e wo mpatem honom na mpenifo kwa dan sore dakora nipa bi nenam se bo akwan so asase ampenifo agya to honom wa eno so ena mputudwuma e wo si edama adehye no nipa bi afira ase wodi wondwuma e wo so yi we ama mansini krati penyino no manyafo Patrick Kumo ene ni mpenifo akọ honom amanfo agya pade de okwa dwiri nyina ye de aguo dwumadie na kire no wode bere kire nsemu sei
asase assembly no apokyo for the construction of a police station and a school which are the clinic and two project now but you say there has been some encroachment on the land of which the assembly has to come in to demolish and then again in the way maybe you see no so okay so the police station where this is that so called anya and also the called bawi code man sana Osaka police crime rate within this area no is on the high side into you know say the police station see so the ya mafo and what community mo hanos binya e banbo e police in them. Then of course asem to ma on betimi anye baby a report asem say obekwa yaresa this we free call municipal hospital which is Akawe McCarthy asio answer when yaresa and then through a member of parliament yes aka clinic we ya be see we no so ebe yanchi be bia no the enkura na ekɔ school ha no e was so committee from here to Bawi Konim and as people so answer no me school you catch themselves see this school ben almost say be ya your man be be papa akɔ school ama omodachi enso ayi nti we no normal me answer ye DC ha. But you said there has been some fear resistance. But of course, we're looking at the larger majority of the people. Budweno yumu anything to an amount.
Yeremoko ofori krum eno Kumase asante mantem no emu ene sika ho ayeden pa to bi kra nam na hu se 5 cd atofo a obefa kode na ode ahye no ho a o ma hu na nso mrantie mienu bi die woma ye nyame so adwuma pa mrantie mienu no woma ya driverfo Felix Buache ene Opoku Asamoah Emmanuel ebe mo ye adwuma e wo kode ko ofori kru kwantempo no so no wom kotu sika no sombo 200,000 Ghana cedis kan sika no 2 billion woma amfa nwane woma de akọ Hello FM so mo hu dawro na oni ku sika ne dia no omra emeje
na no ye adwuma no ye last load be 10:30 to 11 mu ye load ba ofilikuru na nipa mi ensa ye kere mi adu mu firi ma okuru ba na mzu ye nkotek nti won kopeka mo mu ana ye stre wo mu na eja osi no kopeka ma wo mu ti mituma ni na bag bida manimo station wo nti mi kura de mi nim se mi kura o mabobo le bia no so kakra ben be bia bag ne da no na mzu bro plate ya da we die ko fobra mi hwa de kura wo na ye adwuma nti anya kwan ansane anka se ye hwe kura na se ye hwa de kura wo ma na bibi sese eja ye yi ani ye lodu ya nti e bedru anche se 11 kura abo apa ho a e wo se yepon na me se sa de won ko yi bag nim la ne yenhwe ska na ewum ntu ye yi ska na me se ne ska enti se die timi na me nwe ska radio nipa krokra na wonya akire die nka se wo hwa kwase ska wi e 2 billion enye million 2 billion na me bla ye se sa de o police ni bi ogini di wo ya fa ska no nkosi ni so na yenhwe de ye beye no me ko kan na me doubt so police for de tie na me nwe se wo mu sa de but sa police ni de ondu ni mi one ne ko asori ba ko wontimi nyesa tade achim ni mi etu na mo ko ye na wose sa de a wa report ma Hello FM manager nya me nshira no oni di nkoma ma ye kusi yanse be 3 days 4 days no mo frɛ se mo ya announcement ni pa bibra ba true investigation no di scanner de ankasa aba mo mahu no
anyway o yi mi film because adana na gana se mi si no na mi no ma mienu say that se menu mo group ni pa le bana se ye jail ko abema no odu a eyo no na me nkombra na anu e in fact 3 days nso nko na manu mingare masa mi nya misika ye de asoma me na fortunately asem mi si ye no driver me nam no me don so kire na no se fakoda Hello FM me dedu Hello FM pressure na me de no ba se me baba be ye announcement say ni misika ayra me mi sa de no ho me ba se on charge me so be me say announcement ni 3 days kata announcement ni no so ni bankers bi ti ho a mo di nkoma o tie ni jina jo mo so to fra mi jina nta me start briefing case na no say o ko binti na ntweno o sa be free mene no start say katana na say no ntnya akoma bi say ase bi wa ha na manager so na me adom otumi ye ho enquiries na go bo shira manager no mashallah no juma ye fo na o gimme free o hawmu
Yenkopiem Framantemu na Kra, your friend Otembu Sanko, wo Framantemu na Hohoi, Mensimu, and wo Adrawa for, and a month for a toy to Twasa Banse, or Mokwain, and Yadia say, yet, so Moko Fanipa Akomia Hodwa, and I saw Mocho Mopai into a banche, no Mokwaino, Ondi Juma, and Fahu, and Maomo.
Wabre ni ashenkafo bi odu ndwuma e wo gi ase kan ne kokko kwantempon so fra Framantemu twetwen komono na wotirimu a enche bebre na contractor e wo kwan so wo sisi kwan no na wonim na kwate bayera homa mu contractor na sesa ne nema nyina abu na ketem de afiri kwan so a obehwati bia kwan wo mu a enya de so ani ama ashenkafo bre e wo kwan so pa na wokyiremu asai kwan koro na no eno ene boa ma de she afiri woti na afi wona wo fira atifido mantemu no odi akoniaba e kwan susu na aseyi ama koniaba di ayedin ye de amomu nto wosere sempinfo behwe na kwan won sisi emfama wo mu
e kwan we adie kese na ese mai because ye stores ni efie nyina ye dam ye niama ye ton bibia ase se ubo rasto no no ankasa wo di wani hwe a bo nsampa ye bre ye sorry a obepa pastor no uye bibia within 2 hours because a major road a ka kese nam ha minute bia ka nam ha enti ye sre ni ekoso no e di ohaw ya de bebre ye binum ye no secret nso futuro no akira ye bia ba be ye test amai no obi be ka say bia misa muzu no secret
o ma fa say ye de ye nkaga na ho contractor bi be start adwuma wo ye adwuma no be si ba bi e na wo ja si ho se de wo ko bia dem a akoye say ye free yi Burkina Faso e na ye ba Ghana ha in fact ye pese abanju no ye ho ansana voting time no duru last year waka say last year year of rose but say we hwe ye kwan so a in fact ye de ye ntiase
when you dress you want to go even interview at all before you reach you cannot use the same dress to where you are going. You need to change again. The road is very bad. We are pleading the government to do something about this short distance, at least for us.
We are suffering. Diabetes, all kind of sickness. The government is aware. We are just pleading. It's our father. We cannot force our father, but we can plead with your father.
Yebeda ho akoje nkrato ne ba ye de nkomotwetwe ne beto amoso na yebekọ ashaman enano nyambrɛsɛm esi ho no eno nkomotwetwe ne de bebro ne nya ne ntie anase police for e de krata ababonten se omonsa ya aka amanfo a omudi soja ne idom mesro menko ba bia twen na enche yetwan ho de nkrato ne ba Bongo di Fara David Oforisafo ene mpanyifo betenase na nokra bi a wo police won semu no omatimi e de abramo